I like to do long division in 5 steps. Divide, multiply, subtract, distribute, and bring down. Let's begin this example, and I'll show you what I mean. For step 1, we do divide. So we have to ask ourselves, x divides into x squared how many times? X times x is equal to x squared because you add the exponents together. So x divides into x squared x times. For the next step, we're going to do multiply. We'll multiply x times x minus 3. I'm going to write this down to the right and perform the multiplication. X times x minus 3 is x squared minus 3x. Then we'll write this below our polynomial like so. And then we're going to subtract. To do this, put parentheses around your terms and add a minus sign. But the thing is, we need to actually subtract both terms inside the parentheses. So what I recommend doing is distributing the negative sign to both terms because this gets confusing. What I would do is distribute the negative in front of the x squared, and the current subtraction in front of 3x becomes a plus, and then our previous subtraction will just disappear. And then we can perform the operation as so. X squared plus negative x squared is 0. 8x plus 3x is 11x. Next, we bring down. So we'll bring down the negative 33 and put it next to the 11x. Then we're going to repeat this whole process all over again. First, we'll divide, and we'll ask ourselves, how many times does x divide into 11x? We can figure this out by taking x and asking ourselves, x times what equals 11x? Well, it's actually 11. And then we can take the 11 and put it up on the top. Then we'll multiply 11 times x minus 3. 11 times x minus 3 is equal to 11x minus 33. Then we'll place this below to where we are currently at in our problem. Then we'll subtract by placing our parentheses and adding a minus sign. Then we'll distribute the subtraction inwards. Then we'll perform the operation. 11x minus 11x is 0, and negative 33 plus 33 is also 0. So we've completed the problem, and we have no remainder. So the final answer is x plus 11. The next problem is a little bit harder, and will also have a remainder. So let's get going. We'll first divide. X divided into x cubed how many times? Let's ask ourselves, x times what equals 2x cubed? Well, it's 2x squared. So we can take that and put it at the top. And then we apply our multiplication. 2x squared times x minus 2. 2x squared times x minus 2 is equal to 2x cubed minus 4x squared. And then we write this in place below our problem. Then we can apply our subtraction, and then we can distribute the negative. 2x cubed minus 2x cubed equals 0. 3x squared plus 4x squared equals 7x squared. Next, we bring down the negative 12x, and we repeat our process. First, we will divide x into 7x squared. X times what equals 7x squared? Well, it's 7x. So we'll place 7x above, and we'll apply our multiplication. 7x times x minus 2 is equal to 7x squared minus 14x. So we'll write this below to where we are at in our problem. And then we'll apply our subtraction. And then we'll distribute. Negative 7x plus 14x and get rid of that subtraction sign. 7x squared minus 7x squared is 0. Negative 12 plus 14x is 2x. Next, we'll bring down the 1. And then we'll repeat the process one more time. X divides into 2x. Well, 2 times. So we'll put 2 at the top, and then we'll do our multiplication. 2 times x minus 2, and this gives us 2x minus 4. Then we can apply our subtraction. Then we'll distribute. Then we'll calculate. 2x minus 2x is 0, and 1 plus 4 is 5. So this 5 here is actually our remainder. So the way you write the solution is 2x squared plus 7x plus 2 plus 5, which is the remainder, and you divide that by the divisor. So x minus 2. That is our final answer.